everybody, it's Michelle, and today we're going to be making a Snow White themed treat bag. This would be really cute if you were doing a Snow White themed birthday party for a little girl, or if you are attending a Snow White themed birthday party, you could do this same thing to the gift bag that you were bringing their gift in. And I've got a lunch bag here in a blue color, and I got this at Walmart, and I think it was $3 for $1 or something like that. But I have seen these colored lunch bags at Dollar Tree for $1, and you get a whole pack of those. So you may be better off to get that at the Dollar Tree if you have one locally. And then I'm just going to be using some beverage sized napkins in yellow, or you can use tissue paper or whatever you have on hand. In this case, I had the yellow napkins and I didn't have yellow tissue paper, so just whatever you've got. And I'm going to be using my adhesive runner, and I've got some red glittery ribbon, and I just bought this a couple years ago in the Christmas section. But they do have the glittered duct tapes that's already sticky on the back, and they have these at Dollar General, so if you could find that in red, that would be great. But I already had this, so I wanted to use what I've got. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to roll out a length of ribbon here, and to go around the lunch bag, I'm going to roll out about 18 inches. And I'm going to turn this glittered side down so I can work along the back right here. And I'm just going to take my napkins or tissue paper, whatever you guys want. I found that this worked out pretty good. When you unfold it one time like this, the height of that there is just about perfect for that size of a gift bag, so I thought it'd be good to go ahead and use that. And I'm going to roll some adhesive on the back of my ribbon. First thing we want to do with our napkin is to go ahead and do sort of a pleated fold on that. And I'm just going to kind of pleat that over like that, about every inch or so. Just sort of doing one little back and forth accordion fold every inch or so. It doesn't have to be exact. And I'm doing this with the folded edge at the top and all of the loose edges at the bottom. Because this is going to create sort of a pleated Snow White skirt. We're kind of turning the treat bag into a dress. And these are just about 1/4 inch pleats probably. And again, you can do it however you want to. If you want more pleats or less pleats, it's up to you. Okay. I'm going to bring that and just start laying it down in my adhesive. I think I'm going to work sideways like that. That'll make it a little easier for me. Fold that pleat over and lay that straight down. Fold it again, lay that straight down, and just work each pleat as you go. And that adhesive is going to hold it down into that pleated position, and you won't have to worry about it after that. So there we've got part of it. I'm going to need more adhesive. I'll go ahead and take this out to the end. And again, open it one time with the folded edge at the top and the loose edges at the bottom. And start making my pleats. You can do this directly onto the adhesive if you don't want to pleat it here and then move it to the ribbon. But I just thought this was a little easier to keep it from sticking on me before I'm ready for it to. Okay, and then bring it down. Just kind of overlap a little bit. And start adhering it again. And as you can see, for the length that we've got, 3 napkins is going to work out just about right. So I'm going to pleat my other one. And again, if you are using yellow tissue paper, you can cut that in a longer strip, so you might not have to piece that together quite so much. But I really like the thickness of the napkins. I liked the size of them. I thought it worked out perfectly with what I had. And again, that's what I had on hand. I really like to be able to use what we've got already. Without having craft stores around locally and everything, I have learned to really use what I've got, because it's not so easy to just make a quick trip out to the store. A lot of things I have to either make a trip out of town or order online and wait for that to arrive. So I like to use what I've got whenever I can. Okay, we're just going to lay that down. Work our pleats. Adhering that. I think I'm getting off track a little bit here. I'm getting down too low. Let's see if we can adjust that up a little bit. Hey guys, just a quick little heads up. I wanted to let you guys know that I thought of something kind of last minute as I started to make the Snow White treat bag, and it's another sort of little party favor that's going to go great with the Snow White treat bag. So you guys be sure to stay till the end of the video. I'll show you that afterwards. Okay, part of that looks a little bit like a mess, but it's going to be much better when we get it onto the gift bag. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this around so I can go right along my pleats. And I'm going to put more adhesive right onto the napkin. Oops. Try that part again right there. Okay. And then right along the top. And we're going to open up our treat bag or gift bag, whichever you're doing. And we're going to pretend that we've stuffed that already with whatever treats or gifts that we're going to be bringing. And just take our skirt and hold it up there to see where that will touch right at the bottom. And that's what we want. And then just kind of lay it back down, and you can reach in there and press it to the side of the bag from inside of there. Hold your hand against the side and adhere it there, and then adhere it to the back, and then work from the other side. Bring it up the side. Try to make sure to keep it even the whole way. And that worked out perfectly. That came right to the center. That worked out great. So then flip it back up. So we're just going to fold the corners over. And then once you've got your treats inside and everything ready to go, we're going to fold it once, put some of our adhesive on there, and seal it up for our little party goers. And to finish it off, I'm just going to add a bow with my red glitter ribbon. And I'm going to use my ribbon here, a wire tie, and I'm going to put that on with my hot glue gun. I'm just going to kind of eyeball about how big I want my bow to be. And just cut that where it looks good to me. I think about that size looks good. I'm going to lay that there and cut another little piece for the tails. Okay. So I'm just going to layer those on top of each other like that. First I'm going to try to scrunch it by hand like that in the middle. And tie that with my wire tie. You can use anything for this. You can use wired ribbon, or you can use pipe cleaners. Anything with a wire to hold that together for you. I'm going to pull the tails down here. I like the way they're hanging. And fluff my bow. And then I'm going to cut another piece a couple inches long, and I'm just going to cut a narrow strip about 1/3 of the width of the entire thing, and I'm going to attach that with my hot glue, and that'll cover my wire tie for me. I'm going to put that going toward the bottom, wrap it around over the top, cut off my excess, and then just glue that down too. I'm going to cut the ends. Just fold that in half. Cut from the bottom of the corner up toward the center there. Go a little shorter with that to even it up. That's better. And then when we've got it all just right, we're just going to hot glue that right in the center. Put a good size amount of glue so it holds it real well for you. And just stick that on. And there's your Snow White treat bag. And you can also use this as a gift bag. Either way, I think it's going to go over really well. And I think your little party goers are really going to enjoy this. Snow White was just the example that I chose for today. You could do this with any character really. Any Disney princess or superhero, whatever the case may be. I think the kids are going to love it. Okay guys, I'm glad you all stayed so I can show you this to go along with our Snow White treat bag that we made. And this is really, really cute. As I was making that, I thought about our apple trick-or-treat bundles that we made just recently. So I thought, how cute would it be to make Snow White's poison apple if I wrapped it in sparkly red foil paper and made the leaf from green glitter paper, just to give it that magical sort of look and make it go along with that Snow White theme. So I think this is going to be really fun. We're going to do it just exactly the way that we did with our trick-or-treat bundles. We're just doing it sparkly and using it as a party favor this time to go along with our Snow White theme. So I'm going to take my 2.5 inch circle punch, just like we did before, and I'm going to punch out a circle from my glittery scrapbook paper. Open up and get that out, and then put it back in to create our leaf shape, just like we did on the trick-or-treat ones. And that would make a really cute little moon, maybe for a Halloween card or something. Maybe we'll do something with that later too. And I'm going to punch my hole in my leaf. And just fold it in half to get that leaf sort of veining. Just get that crease on there and open it back up. And this filler paper I got on one of my trips to Dollar Tree. I've seen it very frequently on my trips to Dollar Tree. You guys know that I don't have a local Dollar Tree, so I don't know if it's really regular stock, but I would say it probably is because I've seen it on most of my visits. And I just love this glittery paper. I always love this for Christmas or any occasion that I can justify using sparkly. Anything is great to me. And I'm just going to cut a good size square. I've got about 3 sections of that little folded area. And then I'm just going to cut that in half in this other direction. And I think that should be a good size square that will give us enough to wrap our little candy bundle. And just set that aside. And I'm going to use the same trick with my cups to create the shape and to hold it all together until we get it wrapped. And for that I'm using these tumblers that I got at Dollar General. It just says 10 tumblers in the pack, and that was $1. It doesn't say what size. I had a viewer to ask me that on the Apple Bundle video, and I would guess these are probably an 8 ounce, but it doesn't say. So we're just going to shape that by putting 1 cup inside of the other, just like we did with our apple bundles and our pumpkin bundles. You can tuck it down in one or do like I'm doing here and flip it upside down. I think with this one I'm going to do it this way, upside down, to make sure I get it as even as I can around there. And that looks really evenly gathered. I like that. That turned out really well. And we're going to line it with our candy. I've got the same candies here that I used in my apple trick-or-treat bundles. Maybe the gummy eyeball is not the best choice for a Snow White party, but you know, you can change it up. That one is used in the bottom when we get all of our candy bars in there to kind of help span it out. So just find a different candy that would do that job if you're doing a Snow White party, because these really don't want to stand up very well until you do get something in there. And I find something with sort of a wide packaging like that does it really well, because when you shove that down in there, that packaging just kind of presses everything out, and that helps hold it in shape. So just something like that to do that job for you if you're not using the gummy eyeballs. And then we put in our miniature Reese's back to back so that they kind of push it out too. A couple of our peanut butter candies. And you know, you can just find your own candy mixture, whatever you want to do there. And then we're going to lift it up out of the cup and twist it. And then get a little piece of our floral tape. Just a little one at first. I probably don't need that much even. Just a little piece. Because at first we're just going to use just enough to get it bound together so it doesn't fly open, so we can work with it. And then cut that off. And I always like to cut it sort of at an angle. I think it looks more like an apple stem. A couple of more tiny pieces just to sort of cover that top. So our wrapper doesn't show. And then we'll wrap it again. And remember, as you wrap, go a little farther down. And what that does is tighten everything up. And there's our sparkly Snow White apple. And I thought I would just tie that on with some sheer brown ribbon. Whatever you want to use is going to be fine. I thought with this we could get the brown color to match our stem, but it would still go along with our sparkly, magical look because of the sheer effect. So whatever you guys want to use. I'm going to fold that in half to kind of get it to go through from the back side of my tag, and then just tie it on. You can do a bow or a knot, whatever you want. I think I'm just going to cut some fishtails on mine. And there you've got it. A sparkly, magical poison apple under a witch's spell to go along with your Snow White themed party. I think that's going to be really cute, and I think it adds that special little touch. So you guys be sure to comment below and let me know what you think of these projects. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, give me a like over on my Facebook page, and join our Facebook group, Craftie Minds. Follow me on Pinterest and Instagram, and don't forget to visit my blog. I'll put the links to those in the description below, so be sure and check those out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.